Welcome to the Protagonist Pub. My name is Tammy, and this is where characters gather. And today we're doing the Southern Charm readathon tag that Amanda created because we didn't do the readathon this year, but we still wanted to do something or she wanted to do something Southern, and so she made a tag. And I'm going to do it today. And I love the readathon. I love its focus on Southern literature and characters. And so I picked Southern Answers. And all of them but two are physical books. And I am excited about all of them. So the first question is, where is it? Bless Your Heart, an emotional or heartwarming book. And this is Full of Grace by Dorothea Betton Frank. This is my first novel by her. It will so not be my last. I own many. I loved this book so much. It is set in South Carolina, and it details the struggles of a early to mid 30s woman and her, at times, contentious relationship with her Catholic parents and the struggles she is having with her boyfriend. She has a high-powered career as a travel agent, and this is just a beautiful story of faith and family and the unexpected graces that God gives you that you didn't know you needed before they showed up in your life. And I loved every single word of this book. Prompt number 2 is Sweet Tea. A book with something sweet in the cover or a sweet story. Now, I've never talked about this book on this channel. I read it. It's one of the very first books I ever got on NetGalley. That is Louisiana Saves the Library by Emily Beck Cogburn. I read this book 10 years ago. My memory isn't the greatest, so I'm going to read you the description. For Louisiana Richardson, desperate times call for crazy like a fox measures. As the new librarian at Alligator Bayou Parish's struggling library, she's returning to her southern roots and facing trouble hotter than fresh cornbread out of the oven. Somehow, she's got to draw readers back in and prove the library is still vital. Even as domineering parish board head, Mrs. Gunderson, plans to shut it down for good. If that means Louise has to resort to some unconventional methods, like outrageous interlibrary Zumba classes, and forming a book club that's anything but Oprah approved, well, it wouldn't be the first time she went out on a limb. Soon Louise is doing everything she can to rally the whole community. Before she knows it, she's sparking welcome changes and uncovering surprising secrets throughout her new town. And between glasses of sweet tea, bowls of mouth-watering gumbo, and the warmth of a tantalizing new love, the newly single Southern mom might find a life she never imagined and a place to finally call home. I loved this book. I can't tell you if it's clean. I remember this book and loving it so much 10 years later. So, is it humid outside? I'm going to get through this rather quickly because of the humidity factor. Okay, so prompt number 3 is, if I have them in order, I do not. Is this prompt 3? It is a book with a hot setting. The Secret of Southern Charm, or Secret to Southern Charm by Christy Woodson Harvey. This is the second book in the Peachtree Bluff series, And I just found out yesterday that there's book 5 being published this fall. I'm so here for it. So here for it. And this cover just fits this tag beautifully. It's relatively dry. Okay, prompt number 4. Heavens to Betsy. Mystery or thriller that will shock you. This is A Time for Mercy by John Grisham. I have not read this one yet. By the way, this takes place in Georgia. This one takes place in Clanton, Mississippi, and it's another Jake novel. And if you are a Grisham fan, Jake Briggins is the hero of A Time to Kill. I recently, last year, read Sycamore Row, which is a Jake Briggins novel as well. And I haven't read this one. I just picked this up from my library bookshop, and I need to know. All right. Okay. Well, hang on. I don't know what book 5 is. Okay. Prompt number 5, the one I forgot, is All the Fixins, which is a book a book with multiple genres, and trying to keep to my southern theme here. Couldn't find the one I was searching for, so I chose The Complete Stories by Flannery O'Connor. This is a collection of all of her short stories. It is a classic. It is Catholic fiction. It is obviously short stories. It is also an anthology because they gathered them. So, while this is not the best example I could have chosen, it's the one I chose quickly. I don't do this very often, but if you are language sensitive, this may be a very tough read for you. And that's all I'm going to say. Okay. Prompt number 6 is Chicken and Dumplings, a book you think will be a comfort read. Now, I've started this one. I didn't get very far. I don't remember anything I read. That is Flamingo Diner by Cheryl Woods. And this one takes place in Florida. Flamingo Diner has always been a friendly place where everyone knows your name. Unfortunately, in the small town of Winter Cove, Florida, it is also the place where everyone knows everything about you. As a teenager, Emma Killian didn't recognize what a remarkable business her family had created, and so she moved away. Now her father's tragic death has brought her home to face a mountain of secrets, debts, and questions about why and how her beloved father died. As Emma grapples with her out-of-control family, the responsibility of keeping Flamingo Diner afloat, and a pair of well-meaning senior citizen sleuths, she finds support from an unlikely source. One-time bad boy, Matt Atkins, is now the Winter Cove police chief. Matt has always had a penchant for trouble and an eye for Emma. Now it seems he's the only one who can help Emma discover the answers to her questions and give her a whole new reason to stay home. Yeah, this is a Tammy book. And it's also in this format, over 400 pages, so it would qualify for Big Book Summer. I need to read this. I take it back. The over 400 is... this one is only $3.89. The over 400 is the preview for another book. So, there's that one. Prompt number 7 is, hey y'all, a book with more than one point of view. This is the first book in the Peachtree Bluff series by Christy Whitson Harvey. This is slightly south of Simple. This is, all of the books in this series, by the way, are multiple points of view. One is always the mother, one is always the daughter. In this case, it is the mother and the oldest daughter. And I have, as you know, or will soon know, depending on when this comes out, a love-hate relationship with this book. Mostly love, however. It ends on a massive cliffhanger. So have Booktube ready to go. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Prompt number 8 is Howdy Partner. A book featuring friendship or family. This is the second book in the Jason Rich series. This is Rich Waters. I have not read this one yet. I read the first one, which was Rich Blood. It is set in the South. It is a legal thriller. Jake is a defense attorney. This one is set in Alabama. And I'll just read you the tagline. A lawyer coerced into taking on a murder case gets his shot at redemption. They are available on Kindle Unlimited. I picked these, my 2 copies of the book up at my library bookshop, and it's just shy of 500 pages. However, the print isn't minuscule, so it won't. They're a fast read. They're a very fast read. Chapters aren't very long at all, and I loved the first book. I may not love the amount of swearing in it, but the storytelling is phenomenal. And I have a bonus recommendation, and that is Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. The book does not deserve the controversy it gets. I loved every word of this book. It is not what you think. Does it talk about our past? It does. Does it talk about our past in a realistic sense? It does. Does it contain 21st century morality? Morality, by the way. It does not, nor should it ever. I absolutely loved this book. I think it's something everybody should read, whether you love it or hate it. I loved this book so much. So I very much enjoyed this book tag. If you have not done it, please consider yourself tagged. I will link Amanda's tag video in the description box. And I truly think we don't pay enough attention to Southern set fiction. So I enjoyed this immensely. If you read any of these, let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe. And I will see you here next time at the Protagonist Pub.